Yo, greetings. Been Chris Love. Thank you for passing through. I got another day. I just want to come on quickly and just continue from where I left off, reading the book From Panic to Power. I know it's a very good book and it is beneficial to a lot of people that I have read from, and so I'm inspired to continue. And I think I left off a couple of days ago after reading Eleanor Roosevelt. It said you create your own panic attacks, random panic attacks. Okay. All right. So let's go on from where we left off. The topic or the title. Okay, I'm gonna hold on for a little bit and see if some of the regulars will pass through. Welcome to my live session. Another beautiful day in paradise for Valentine's Day. But I'm on a mission to read every day for this month, February. So if you can hear my voice, welcome. My name is Kwame Yesu. I'm from Ghana. And hey, what's up? And greetings. I don't know who just came on. Yeah, okay. Above the ordinary, Goddess, I feel you, I see you. Thank you for the likes. And that is how I'm going to kickstart it. I'm going to continue from panic to power. I stopped off yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't really remember which day it was, but I'm just going to jump straight into. Thank you, Black Hat. I see you. I need some feedback. Do you think the music is necessary, or should I take it off? Oh, Lawrence. Florence, and I'm from Black Hat. Opna Davidson. I see you too. So I'm going to continue reading the book titled From Panic to Power. Alrighty. So I go straight to random panic attacks. Many people describe their panic attacks as having no apparent external cause. That is because most panic attacks are caused exclusively by internally generated anxiety. Here's an example. John was a big man, 6'2", 250 pounds. He managed an auto parts store. He built his own house by the lake. John loved to hunt, cut wood, and fish with 2 of his sons. John started having strange feelings that seemed to come out of the blue. He would be standing behind the counter at work and suddenly feel nervous. He would get panicky and his heart would beat very fast. He was afraid that people might notice his nervousness. He was afraid he was having a heart attack. He ended up in the emergency room several times. He went through a battery of unpleasant tests. They all came back negative. John started avoiding hunting and fishing with his sons. He also avoided riding to work with his neighbor. He just couldn't be a passenger in the car. Sometimes he left work early because of his unmanageable feelings. John was having panic attacks. Another example, Anne was in her 50s. She had always considered herself easygoing and calm. One day, on the way home from a visit with a friend, she began to feel spacey in her car. She got scared. She felt her heart pounding and couldn't breathe. She pulled over and called her husband, met her, and followed her home. Anne was so afraid of this happening again, she began to avoid driving long distances. One day in church, the spacey feeling returned. Her breathing became shallow. She felt out of control and was afraid she would do something foolish and embarrass herself. She wanted to get up and leave, but she didn't want to be noticed. She began to avoid going anywhere she thought she might have these frightening feelings, like the grocery store, restaurants, movie theaters, etc. Anne is a prisoner to panic attacks. Another example, Lauren was 8 years old. She would get up on a school day filled with fear. She didn't know why. She complained to her mother about stomach aches and headaches. She cried and refused to go to school. Her mother couldn't understand what was wrong. She took Lauren to various doctors hoping for sorry about that. Just moving the pen has got my eyes off the pen. Okay, she wondered something was okay. Oh, she was 8 years old. She didn't know why. She complained to her mother about stomach aches and headaches. She cried and refused to go to school. Her mother couldn't understand what was wrong. She took Lauren to various doctors hoping for insights and some answers. She wondered if something had happened at school. She wondered if she had done something to cause her daughter's fearful feelings. She hadn't. Lauren's symptoms got worse. The school began to wonder if she had problems at home. Didn't. Nobody knew what to do. Everybody was looking for someone to blame. There wasn't anybody to blame. Lauren's problems were panic attacks. Children have panic attacks too. Anxiety in children is sometimes misdiagnosed as attention deficit disorder or hypersensitivity. Sometimes the child or adolescent is simply labeled difficult. If you suspect anxiety disorder in your child or adolescent, I strongly suggest you work with a good child therapist who specializes in anxiety. If your child shows symptoms of anxiety and panic attacks, talk with a school counseling center and give your child books and other information to help him or her gain a better understanding of the situation. My anxiety began when I was a child. I had my first panic attack at the age of 7. There were 5 kids in the family, and I shared the bedroom off the kitchen with my sister Donna. We would lie in bed at night waiting for Dad to come home. Dad was a complex character. When he wasn't drinking, he was a delightful man. Everyone loved him and thought the world of him. But when he drank, his personality completely changed. He sometimes, after a drinking binge, he would rummage around the kitchen late at night, rattling the pots and pans, making himself something to eat. He was loud and out of control. He frightened me when he'd be drinking. One night, I was lying in bed staring at the mint green walls when I heard